13 years old, 13 years old, and all the people that are doing the keyboard analytics here, I bet none of these individuals ever had someone or ever engaged someone in an alley with a gun at night. I bet none of those individuals that are riding this cop right now have ever had that happen to them. Look, not every instance is the same. Not every police-involved shooting is the same. This officer had a split second to react. I looked at the video just the same as everyone else. You can see that there's a gun there. You can see that he has something in his hand. He drops it, and he drops it like right. I mean, I think it's like 0.8 seconds. It's something insane. This officer had to make a split decision. And let me ask this too, Sean. We always talk about people's lives mattering. Adam Toledo's life mattered, but you know what? Adam Toledo's life mattered enough that the people around him should not have allowed a 13-year-old child out into an alleyway in a city in the middle of the night with an armed 21-year-old who was a prohibited possessor. No one's having that conversation. Lives matter, and they matter enough to take care of them, Sean. Lives matter enough that they don't allow children to get into this situation. So if everybody's going to be going off on this cop, where are all the adults in Adam Toledo's life right now? And that is not politically incorrect to say. That is the correct thing that people should be saying right now. That he is out with a 21-year-old. And Sean, where I come from, 21-year-olds hanging out with 13-year-olds, you're either a kid toucher or you're child trafficking or something. What's happening here? That's weird. That's a weird situation. In an alley at night. And I felt this officer, I watched this from start to finish. I watched all the other body cam footage of all of the other officers available. I know that there was security footage that one of the local news stations had. I watched that. And at the very end of this, that officer, you can tell from his body cam footage, you can hear him sobbing. The moment this happened, that officer ran over there to do everything he could for. He didn't know what the age of this person was. He just sees someone who's tall, an adult male, in an alley. He doesn't know he's 13 years old. You can't see that well at night. He saw a gun. He knew his life was in danger. And he's sobbing, Sean. He's sobbing. You can hear it. And he's just standing in that parking lot before he sits down on one of those concrete things in the parking spot. His hands are out. I mean, he's devastated. You can't, I mean, what does that do to you emotionally? So I want everyone to remember that when they're coming down on this. And again, if Adam Toledo's life mattered, then it is worth it to ask, why didn't the people around him value it enough, apparently, to keep him out of that alley? As a mother, I'm asking this. I have teenagers. No way I would allow my teenage kids to be running around in an alley at night, armed.
Sad.